Alexander the Great, born in 356 BCE in Pella, Macedonia, was destined for greatness from an early age. As the son of King Philip II, he inherited a powerful kingdom and received a remarkable education under the tutelage of the renowned philosopher, Aristotle. This education would prove instrumental in shaping his leadership style and intellectual curiosity. At the age of just 20, Alexander ascended to the throne following his father's assassination. From the very beginning of his reign, he demonstrated his exceptional military prowess and strategic brilliance. Alexander's vision extended beyond the borders of Macedonia, as he set out to conquer the known world and fulfill his ambition of spreading Greek culture and ideals. Leading his army through a series of legendary military campaigns, Alexander achieved an unprecedented string of victories. From the decisive Battle of Gaugamela, where he defeated the Persian king Darius III, to the conquest of Egypt and the founding of the city that would bear his name, Alexandria, his military genius knew no bounds. But Alexander's impact went far beyond his military conquests. He was not merely a conqueror, but also a visionary leader who sought to bridge cultural divides and foster a sense of unity among his diverse subjects. He encouraged intermarriage between Greeks and Persians, adopted local customs, and even incorporated Persian soldiers into his army. This policy of cultural fusion, known as Hellenization, left a lasting legacy in the regions he conquered. Alexander's influence extended beyond the realms of politics and warfare. He was a patron of the arts and sciences, sponsoring scholars, artists, and philosophers, which led to a flourishing of Greek culture in the territories under his rule. This cultural exchange between East and West resulted in the spread of Greek language, art, architecture, and philosophy, leaving an enduring impact on the civilizations that followed. From his meteoric rise to power, to his far-reaching conquests and cultural influence, his story is one of ambition, brilliance, and the pursuit of greatness. Julius Caesar was destined to leave an indelible mark on the Roman Republic. From a young age, he exhibited exceptional leadership skills and political astuteness. As a military general, he achieved remarkable success, conquering Gaul and establishing himself as a prominent figure in Roman politics. It was Caesar's political acumen and strategic brilliance that set him apart. Through his alliances and manipulation of the Roman political system, he rose to prominence and became a key player in the turbulent times of the late Republic. Caesar's military campaigns in Gaul not only expanded Rome's territories but also solidified his popularity and garnered the loyalty of his troops. However, it was Caesar's actions in Rome itself that would forever change the course of history. In 49 BCE, he famously crossed the Rubicon River, defying the Senate's orders and igniting a civil war. His decisive victories over his rival, Pompey the Great, led to his appointment as the sole dictator of Rome, effectively marking the end of the Roman Republic. During his time as dictator, Caesar implemented sweeping reforms that aimed to address social and economic inequalities within the Roman Empire. He introduced land reforms, enacted measures to alleviate debt, and reformed the calendar, giving birth to the Julian calendar that is still in use today. His policies, though controversial, aimed to consolidate his power and bring stability to the Roman state. Unfortunately, Caesar's rise to power and his actions as a dictator provoked resentment among some members of the Roman Senate. On the Ides of March in 44 BCE, a group of conspirators, led by Marcus Brutus and Gaius Cassius, assassinated Caesar in the Senate chamber, shocking the Roman world and plunging Rome into further chaos. Despite his untimely demise, Caesar's impact on Roman history and Western civilization was profound. His assassination sparked a power struggle, leading to the rise of his adopted heir, Octavian, who would become the first Roman emperor, Augustus. The transition from the Roman Republic to the Roman Empire was set in motion, forever altering the course of Rome's governance. Caesar's influence extended beyond politics and governance. He was a gifted orator and writer, leaving behind works that continue to captivate readers to this day. His commentary De Bello Gallico, a first-hand account of his campaigns in Gaul, provides valuable insight into the military and political climate of the time. Furthermore, Caesar's name became synonymous with absolute power. The term, Caesar, evolved into the title, Kaiser, in German and Tsar, in Russian, denoting supreme rulership. The legacy of Caesar and the transformation of the Roman Republic into an empire reverberate throughout history, influencing subsequent empires and political systems. Queen Elizabeth I, Born in 1533 to King Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn, Elizabeth's early life was fraught with turmoil. Yet, she emerged as a resilient and intelligent young woman, well-equipped to navigate the treacherous waters of royal politics. In 1558, Elizabeth ascended to the throne, ushering in what would be known as the Elizabethan era. Queen Elizabeth I was a masterful leader, known for her political astuteness and the establishment of a stable and prosperous England. She skillfully balanced the religious divisions that plagued her realm, opting for a moderate religious settlement that allowed for greater religious freedom and minimized internal strife. Elizabeth's reign was marked by a series of external threats, most notably the Spanish Armada. In 1588, the Spanish fleet launched an invasion attempt, seeking to depose the Protestant queen. Yet, under Elizabeth's steadfast leadership, England successfully repelled the Armada, securing its status as a dominant naval power and cementing Elizabeth's reputation as a resolute defender of her realm. Queen Elizabeth's patronage of the arts and literature also played a pivotal role in shaping the Elizabethan era. The period witnessed an explosion of creativity, with renowned playwrights like William Shakespeare and Christopher Marlowe producing their most celebrated works. Elizabeth's support for the arts fostered a cultural renaissance, leaving an indelible impact on English literature and theater. Beyond her political and cultural accomplishments, Elizabeth was celebrated for her powerful persona and astute diplomacy. She expertly wielded her unmarried status as a diplomatic tool, earning the moniker, the Virgin Queen. By skillfully managing potential suitors and maintaining her independence, Elizabeth ensured England's security and maintained her position as the symbol of national unity. Queen Elizabeth's reign was not without challenges. Her rule was marked by political intrigue, religious tensions, and internal unrest. Nevertheless, her deft handling of these crises, coupled with her charismatic personality and unwavering commitment to her people, endeared her to her subjects and solidified her place in history as one of England's most beloved monarchs. Elizabeth's impact extended far beyond her own lifetime. Her reign is often referred to as the Golden Age of England, a time of cultural blossoming, exploration, and innovation. The Elizabethan era witnessed remarkable advancements in literature, science, and navigation, as well as the expansion of England's influence on the world stage. Queen Elizabeth's legacy as a powerful and inspirational female ruler endures to this day. Her reign shattered gender stereotypes and showcased the strength and capability of women in positions of power. She became an icon of female empowerment and a symbol of England's resilience and triumph. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, better known as Mahatma Gandhi, was born in 1869 in Porbandar, India. His early years were shaped by his exposure to the principles of nonviolence, truth, and righteousness. These values, rooted in his Hindu upbringing, would become the guiding principles of his life and activism. Gandhi's incredible journey began in South Africa, where he spent over 20 years fighting against racial discrimination and injustice. It was during this time that he developed his philosophy of satyagraha, or nonviolent resistance, as a powerful tool for social and political change. Gandhi's methods of civil disobedience and peaceful protest would go on to inspire countless movements worldwide. Returning to India in 1915, Gandhi emerged as the leader of India's struggle for independence from British colonial rule. He advocated for the rights of the poor and marginalized, working tirelessly to unite people of diverse backgrounds and religions under the banner of nonviolence. Through his campaigns of civil disobedience, such as the Salt March and the Quit India movement, Gandhi ignited the spirit of resistance and awakened a nation. Gandhi's message of nonviolence was not limited to political struggles. He emphasized the importance of self-discipline, self-reliance, and the pursuit of truth in one's personal life. Gandhi's teachings on simplicity, vegetarianism, and living in harmony with nature continue to resonate with people seeking a more ethical and sustainable way of life. The impact of Gandhi's leadership and philosophy extended far beyond India's borders. His commitment to peace and nonviolence earned him international recognition as a symbol of hope and resilience. Gandhi's influence inspired figures like Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and Aung San Suu Kyi, who used his principles of nonviolent resistance to challenge oppression in their own struggles for justice. Despite facing numerous challenges and enduring imprisonment, Gandhi remained steadfast in his principles. He tirelessly advocated for interfaith harmony, gender equality, and the eradication of untouchability, striving to create a just and inclusive society. His relentless pursuit of truth and his unwavering commitment to nonviolence made him a moral compass for generations to come. Tragically, on January 30, 1948, Gandhi's life was cut short when he was assassinated by a Hindu nationalist who disagreed with his vision of a secular India. His death sent shockwaves throughout the world, but his legacy lived on, forever etched in the hearts of those who continue to champion the causes he held dear. Mahatma Gandhi's impact on the world cannot be overstated. His teachings of nonviolence, truth, and compassion continue to inspire movements for peace, justice, and equality. His vision of a world free from violence and oppression remains a guiding light for those who strive for a better future. Qin Shi Huang, born in 259 BCE as Yingzheng, ascended to the throne of the Qin state at the tender age of 13. He inherited a fragmented China, divided into warring states. However, through his exceptional military prowess and strategic vision, he set out on a mission to unify the land under his rule. Qin Shi Huang's most significant accomplishment was the unification of China. He waged relentless wars of conquest, annexing the 6 other major states and establishing the Qin dynasty. Through his military campaigns and diplomatic strategies, he successfully united the diverse territories, bringing about an era of unprecedented political and cultural unity. In addition to his military achievements, Emperor Qin Shi Huang is best known for his colossal construction projects. The most famous of these is the Great Wall of China, which he ordered to be built as a means of fortification and defense against northern invasions. The wall stands as a testament to his ambition and the engineering prowess of his time. Emperor Qin Shi Huang's desire for centralization extended beyond military might. He implemented far-reaching administrative reforms, standardizing systems of measurement, writing, and currency throughout his empire. He also initiated massive infrastructure projects, such as the construction of an extensive network of roads and canals, facilitating trade and communication. However, Emperor Qin Shi Huang's reign was not without controversy. His quest for absolute control and centralization led to strict and often harsh measures. He abolished feudalism, eradicating the power of regional nobility and implementing a system of centralized governance. His authoritarian rule and the suppression of dissenting voices earned him both admirers and detractors. One of Emperor Qin Shi Huang's most enduring legacies is the famous terracotta army. Buried with him to protect him in the afterlife, the army consists of thousands of life-sized clay soldiers, chariots, and horses. This remarkable archaeological discovery provides a glimpse into the grandeur and military might of the Qin dynasty. Sadly, Emperor Qin Shi Huang's reign came to an abrupt end with his death in 210 BCE. Despite his accomplishments, his empire quickly crumbled due to internal strife and rebellion. Nevertheless, his legacy as the first emperor of a unified China laid the foundation for future dynasties and profoundly influenced the country's political, cultural, and social development. Emperor Qin Shi Huang's impact reaches far beyond his own time. His centralization policies set a precedent for future Chinese rulers, and his unification efforts created a sense of national identity that endures to this day. He is remembered as a visionary leader who laid the groundwork for the mighty civilization that China would become.